This is the best opportunity we've seen for home buyers in the last 4 years. Hi, I'm Kirk the House Geek here with Mastermind the Market, your real estate stats update for the Twin Cities area. All right, let's do a deep dive into the stats and take a look at what's going on. All right, so looking at some of the activity here in the Twin Cities as far as new listings. I know this says pending sales. This was a mistype by the association, but this is the new listings. Ends up jumping up slightly week over week, but down still over last year. So yeah, last week 1193 up to 1226. Pending sales kind of tracking in line, pretty close to last year, dropping off 898 down to 836. And inventory for a couple weeks running is dropping. Now, there's a possibility that might pop up just looking at some of the early data here when we get the most recent numbers next week. So, pretty much up at the top, cresting here at peak inventory. This is one of the reasons. This looks like it's one of the best opportunities to buy in 4 years, as I mentioned, but we'll deep dive into the others here in a second. Okay, looking at some other data points coming out from Home Free TC. That's transaction coordinators seeing cash offers at 25%. So the investors out there, people with the cash, are definitely taking advantage of this current market because they know it's a market they can negotiate in, hence why we're seeing a significantly higher than normal cash transaction rate. Normally that's more around 10%. Average purchase to sale price, another thing, indicator that we know this is the market's getting good, is this has dropped below 100%, down closer to 98% for the average, median at 99. Seller's contribution is also up at 26% of the time. Cancellation rate pretty low at only 5%. Okay, looking at showings per week per listing, median sale price range 250 to 500K. So how many showings is somebody going to have on their house if they put it on? Yeah, that's dropping off as well. 3.31 down to 3.1. This is in comparison to last year's 2.8, and that has to do with inventory of homes out there. There was just more homes on the market and less showings, so the showings per listing was diluted a little bit there. So where does this put the market meter? Now, this is the key reason I'm saying this is one of the best opportunities that we've seen out there. Is we are at a 3.78 currently on the market meter. This is in a buyer's market range and falling at a decent pace too. If we compare this to last year at the same time, it was more along the lines at a 4.09 finishing out the month of October, finishing out the month of September at 4.64, then going back, finishing out October. And remember, we're only halfway into the month here, so we're going to keep going down as well. Finished out in 2021 at a 6.43. I mean, we didn't even get really into a stable market range. It was seller's market all the way through. 6.96 in 2020, finishing out the year. So we have to go all the way back to 2019, where we finished out October to 3.27 to see a market that was even close to where we are. And that's probably where we're going to end up finishing out this month here in 2023. So this is the best opportunity that we've seen. And this can be tens of thousands of dollars differential that you can take advantage of. If we look at the seasonal drop from a peak, here is June 2022 down to January 2023. Now keep in mind, peak sale prices, closed sale prices, are homes that went under contract a few months ago. So when we look at the bottom saying January, those are actually the homes that went under contract in December or November, right? And going into December, those would be the homes that went under contract in November or October. So this is the more accurate speed of the market where things truly are at. So you have about a 30 to 60 day window to truly take advantage of this and get these bottom prices. So the big driving factor, why this is, and people think this is their enemy out there, and it's the mortgage rates, right? Mortgage rates up, approaching, 7.75, even a little above eight. For a very brief period of time, got even closer to 8. Right now, Mortgage Daily News saying 7.66. Again, this is nationwide averages that we're seeing, but it's the rates. And a lot of buyers out there think this is the enemy. Oh, I got to wait until rates come down. Well, keep in mind, it's the low rates that did the craziness combined with the demand of COVID, that was pushing the market along. But we still have this really low inventory that was pushed through by COVID, right? And we know this going back to the inventory of homes here. We're at the lowest peak ever that we've seen, peak market out there. So this is, yes, it's the peak amount of homes that are available. So this is the most you're probably going to get an opportunity to take advantage of as a buyer. But this is going to start dropping off, and this is going to push that demand again higher. So these big jumps in the market that we see that will drive those prices back up. And we see home prices going, this is 2021, 331 up to 380. This last year, 342 up to 382. This could be the difference of $30, $40, $50,000 that you could take advantage of on a home. So your plan when thinking about, oh man, these rates are high, just plan to refinance. Pay the little bit of money, even if it's a $10,000 refi cost, if you can save 30, 40, 50,000 on a home, this is where you can truly take advantage of that, because you can always change your interest rate on a refinance or a buy down, whatever may happen, but you can't change what you bought the home for. So hopefully you found this information valuable. Now, for sellers looking at this going, oh man, well, what's going to happen? Well, be patient. Just be patient out there. Don't be slashing prices, because you're just around the corner from the market getting really good again. The demand is still there because the inventory is still really low. It's just time of year that we're looking at and total inventory at the moment. But once that inventory drops off, that we see every season, you can see that going down, right? That's what will push that market into that much faster pace. So as a seller, be patient, leave your listings on, but don't do a bunch of price slashing, because it's hard to recover from that even if you're still on the market in January, or take it off the market. People are going to see those price changes. And so it's better just to stay strong. If you're getting showing activity, just maybe the right buyer will come through, or you just wait for the market to catch up to you. Again, hopefully you found this information valuable. As always, please feel free. You can reach out with any questions. Take care and have a great week.